Hello everybody and welcome back to another C++ programming exercise video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over programming exercise number 9. Programming exercise number 9 says, write a program that uses a two-dimensional array to store the highest and lowest temperatures for each month of the year. The program should output the average high, average low, and the highest and lowest temperature for the year. The program must consist of the following functions. Function getData, it reads and stores data in a two-dimensional array. Average high, this function calculates and returns the average high temperature for the year. Average low, this function calculates and returns the average high temperature in the array. And index low temp, this function returns the index of the lowest low temperature in the array. These functions must all have the appropriate parameters. Now, if you do not understand what we're visualizing, I'm just going to go through a practice run of this code. Oh, and by the way, you may notice that I am actually on dark mode currently. I have a little dark mode theme. If you want to know how you can do it, I would recommend going onto YouTube and searching up how to get these themes, because CodeBlocks unfortunately does not natively support dark mode. But aside from that, let's get straight to the video. Now I'm just going to show you very quickly what this program actually does. So you copy and paste what's in here. This is going to be our sample numbers. So you just write this down. So now I'm going to run this program because I've already built it before. And I'm just going to run it from now. Okay, so let me just get it in there. I hope you guys can see that. Anyways, the first thing you need to do is you need to paste it. And paste those numbers. Enter the low temperature for each month. So now that low temperature is going to be this right here. I'm going to pop that into the terminal. And there we go. It gives us the average. This will be the output of the average high. This will be the output of the average low. This will be the output of index high temp. And this will be the output of index low temp. Okay. Again, just click continue from there. Anyways, now we could actually get to the program. So, the first thing you need to do is declare those functions. Oh, and also declare a name constant named constant int number of months. And you're going to name it 12. And then we're going to write in void get data int two dimension, and we're going to plug in those brackets and then put in 2 comma int rows. Now from here we could actually just copy this stuff, because all of our functions are going to use those same parameters from there, and all of them are going to be like this. Int average high int, oh wait, we actually don't need to do that. We copied and pasted it for a reason. So now you can also just copy that. Paste, change this to average low, paste that, change this to index high temp, and change this to index low temp. And now we just delete it there. And now we can get to our actual code. Okay, let's get to it. Now the first thing that you need to do is you need to write in int high low array. So this is going to be one of the arrays that we use. Actually, the only array that we use. Number of months. 2. So now basically what we're doing is we're going to have this two-dimensional array, and in the first row we are going to have the high data, and in the second row we're going to have the low data. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can write in int index high, int index low, now we can get to, now we need to write in get data high low array. Oh, this is actually supposed to spell array and not array. Now once you plug in that, you can write in number of underscore of months. And now you can see out average high temperature and here we're going to write in average high low array, comma, number of months. Endo. After we're done with that, we can copy and paste this. Replace that with low. Replace this with low as well. And we can also leave everything else as is. And now we need to set index high is equal to index high temp index high temp and then we put in high low array, comma, number of months, and then we see out highest temperature high, low array. Oops, and you make sure that you end it right there. High, low array, index high, 0, and down. We can actually just copy and paste this whole line. Replace index high, index low, replace index high temp, index low temp, replace this 0 with a 1, replace this index with index low, and then we replace highest temperature with lowest temperature. Now that should be it. We actually just delete that space right there, and now we could actually get to declaring all of our functions. Here, you need to write in void. We'll actually just copy and paste what's up here. So just do all of this along with me. I'm just getting all this stuff ready. I have no clue why it's doing that. Let me just end that right there. Oh. Index high temp, and now when you get index low temp. Okay, now we could get to the actual functions. Now that we're already done declaring them as they need to be declared. Okay, so first you need to declare the variable I here as, you know, a counter variable. Cout, enter high temperature for each month. And down. For no clue what those are doing there. For I is equal to 0, I is less than rows, I plus plus, then we CIN to DIM. When we're done with that, we just CIN to two-dimensional, and then I, and then we type in 0 right there. Now we could just also copy and paste this. Paste. Replace this 0 with 1. I want to make sure you have semicolons at the end, okay? After we're done with that, we can write in, wait, let me just make sure that everything here is alright. Yeah, we don't have to return anything, but we do have to have this. Copy and paste it as well. Okay, now we can go to average high. Now, average high is going to be very simple. It's just going to be int I. Pretty much in almost every C++ function, somebody's going to have every C++ program. Everybody is going to have I declared somewhere in there. So it's just such a normal, easy way to declare a counter, and pretty much it's just universally known that I is going to always be the counter variable to go to. Okay, after we write in int sum, we can write in for I is equal to 0, I rows, I plus plus, sum is equal to sum plus 2-dimensional I 0. If rows 0, return sum divided by rows. Else return 0. So this is just a very simple sum function. Basically, all that does is that we declare these two variables. I is the counter. Sum is going to be the sum variable, of course. And for each repetition of I, and for until I is less than rows. Up until while I is less than rows, then this function keeps on repeating, and all the while sum is being added to 2-dimension and is being added to the 2-dimensional array, and I is getting greater after each loop. And if rows is greater than 0, then you divide the sum by rows. But if not, then we just return 0. So yes, this basically reads a whole column, and then it just does what it needs to by that row. Okay, now we can actually just copy and paste this straight into average low. Make sure, actually, do we even need to change anything? I do not think so. There is one thing we do need to change, however, which is this. This needs to be a 1. Okay, anything else from there? Nope, there doesn't need to be anything else there. So, for index high temp, we now need to do int I, int high index is equal to 0 for I is equal to 1, I is less than rows, I plus plus, And now if two-dimensional array high index 0 less than two-dimensional array I 0 high index is equal to I. Now from there, this is also a standard just finding the highest of some through an array. This one goes by columns, however. So basically what this does is it sets the I to 1 first of all. And then from there, well actually I'll just the reason that we actually start I off at 1 is because we've already set the highest index as 0. So what we have to do is we're going to try and beat whatever is in the high index until once we've already gone through the entire thing, then we will have the highest of that column. Okay? So this is that's basically how this works. Okay? Anyways, let's get to the next one. Do we have to do anything else from here? Oh yeah, we also have to write in return high index. Now we could actually copy and paste what's in here into here as well. Make this low index. Actually, first make this low index. Make that low index. And we're going to set this to low index as well. Set this to low index. And set this to low index. Now, all of this is, oh, we also have to set that to 1. Set that to 1. 1, 1, low index, two-dimensional, 1, I++. And there we go. That should actually be the ending of our program. Now let's see if this runs. This runs. Okay. Let me just minimize it a little bit. Here we go. So let's just pull up the values from here. So right now it's asking for the high temperature. Enter the low temperature. And there we go. We have the average high temperature is 63. The average low temperature is 26. The highest temperature of the entire thing is 90. And the lowest temperature is 60. And all of that you can see. Oh, wait. The lowest temperature is not 60. Hold on a second. This is supposed to be the other way around. Glad I caught that. Now let's do the same thing. Build and run. Resize it again. Copy. paste. Paste. Now we take what's here, copy, paste. Now the lowest temperature is -10 and the highest temperature is 60, which is actually correct. Now I hope you all had a great time doing this programming exercise along with me, and I hope you continue to do fun programming exercises like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!